Don't, and we got ants up here. Be careful, baby. Look for the ant hills. Don't step on the ants, because they're the ones that will sure enough let you know they're there. All right. I don't know how much I'm going to do today. I'm going to make a roof for this. I went to Lowe's and got a couple of 2x4s. But I wanted to come around here and check just to be sure. Let me pull some more of this out. Just to be sure that the roof, the metal that I have is going to be long enough. I think I'm going to go start about here. I'm going to put a 4-foot long 2x2 here. I'm going to screw it into the house. And then I'm going to build a roof, and I'm going to hinge it on that 2x2 where it will lift up when I need to put gas in the generator, and will fold over it about just about this angle here. And what I wanted to see is make sure that, so I think as long as that steel is 2 feet, I think I can go 2 feet, and that would be plenty of distance past the edge of this. I don't think any rain would fall on it, so. Alrighty, let me go down to the saw and get to cutting. Alright, first thing I'm gonna do is see how wide these are. Oh man, that's perfect. And let's see, so that is, let's call it 29, and this one is the next one, also right at 31, so more than enough to do a roof. And I'll just have these, the sides will overlap. Okay, so this piece I won't be using right now, but I'm going to set it down right here, just get it out of the way. And the first thing I'm going to do is rip my 2x4s down the middle and make me some 2x2s. One. I got 2 more I'm going to cut. Okay, I'm going to need 3 that are 4 feet long. And I'm going to try to pick the ones with the least amount of knots. Sure, I got that one right. All right. think 21 and a half. Let me do a little ciphering. $20 and a half. I need 5 of them. You want to watch? Can't be very exciting. Just watching some old fat guy cut shit. On a cloudy day, when it's raining and creeping, I got the motivation. I guess you say, what could make me feel this way? My girl, broken down. I know this is overkill, but I don't want this thing to rack. So I'm putting a few, and as these dry, this will get lighter and lighter. Just so you know. All right, let me turn you off. I gotta go get my drill and some screws. Be right back. Dun, 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 dun. I'm gonna get this started, but I'm not gonna screw them in tight because I may have to spread these just a little bit to get these in. So I'm just gonna get them started. Go around the other side. Alrighty. Now these I'm just gonna sort of eyeball. I'm gonna make them square. And the reason I'm just eyeballing them is because I'm not going to be screwing into them. The roofing is going to meet in the middle right here and hang over the edge a little bit. And I'm only adding these because I just don't want this thing to rack and flex. Alrighty. Alright, what I'm going to do with these, I'm going to cut these off. I'm going to leave about 1.25 inches. They're going to hang over this edge. This is going to be up against the house edge, or that side, and this is going to be the hanging over the inside. So I'm going to let these just make a lip over here. It'll help keep the wood dry. And so let me go get some snips. I'll be right back. Sometimes I'm so glad I'm a saver. I don't know where I got these, but they're perfect for what I need. Alrighty, I'm gonna use my cutoff wheel, and I'm gonna cut this off, both of these. I'm gonna get that done. I'll let you watch a little bit. And I have realized something. This is the side that's gonna be against the wall, and I should have cut a little bit off like this at an angle, and then the one that's gonna get screwed into the wall, done the same thing, because this is going to be at an angle, and so now I have two choices: either put a huge gap at the top between this and the one that's against the wall, or take the one that's against the wall and cut a, you know, probably not 45, but maybe 30 or something like that. That way, when this closes, it will be able to close. Let's just say this is the roof, and then you know what, maybe it doesn't need quite that much angle. I don't want to put it that steep. So if I were to cut about 20 degrees from this corner down to about here, I think that would be all right. All I got to do is put my blade at a 20-degree angle, and that'll work. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. I had thought about that earlier, but then I forgot it again. So, all right, let's just cut through this. I hope I got enough blade left. This one's got to go on that end because it's got a screwed up end on it. Gotta move some stuff here. You know, I won't know if you scroll ahead. Man, something smells good. I smell fire, but it smells like barbecue. Alright, just a couple more. I'm trying very, very hard not to over fasten. I saw a funny one the other day. It said 30 days sober. Not all in a row, just last year. Yeah, that's about me and over fastening. I've gone 2 days without over fastening. Oh, you know, there it goes. Last one, I promise. Okay, now I'll show you what I'm going to do with this, with the board that I'm going to hinge on. So here's my here's how I adjust the angle of the blade down here. Can you see what can you see what the rock is cooking? All right, it's on 0, and I think I'm gonna put it on, I'm gonna try, about 17-degree angle. No, you know, I don't think I need that much. I'm gonna go with 15. All right. I think that'll work. Here we go. Let me get a board and I'll show you what I'm... Okay. Let's just say this is the roof. If I didn't cut that angle there, I couldn't lower the roof down at any kind of an angle. And I think that's a pretty good angle right there. That's 15 degrees. I'm happy with that. That'll let the rain roll off of it. Okay. Now I can't do anything else till I get a strap hinge. Not a strap hinge, a piano hinge. I'm gonna get a stainless piano hinge, put it here, screw that piece I got cut to the wall, screw this down there, and then I don't know how I'm gonna, I think I just might put one leg in the middle onto the platform that I made. Yeah, so you won't see this. I gotta go get me a piano hinge. And I was at Lowe's today to get 2x4s. I can't believe I didn't remember a piano hinge. I thought I had a piano hinge in my shop somewhere, but I do not. You know what? I'm gonna call our little local hardware store and see if they have one. All right, our little hardware store here, Wascom Hardware, has a 4-foot pie and a hinge. And you know, if the cops didn't dislike me so much here, I would ride my gator up there, but I think they pretty much would look for any reason. And you know what I saw today? There's this lady cop here, one of two that we have here. And as we were coming back from Marshall today, I saw her in her unmarked Wascom police vehicle, and she was like 10 foot off the bumper of the car in front of her, going speed limit, but tailgating like a jerk. Just, I couldn't believe it. And then, yeah, I can believe it. But anyway, I'm not going there. I don't feel so bad that they don't like me, if you know what I mean. If some people don't like you, it's probably a good thing. It says a lot about you if they don't like you. Alrighty, I'll be back in 30 minutes or so. I got to go get my keys and get in my truck and head on up there. I used to take my truck up there to the hardware store, just take the back roads up there, but really, the way they feel about me now after my little fiasco with cussing out some cops that showed up here the other day for no reason, and basically I said, get the F off my property now, and they did. And now they hate me even more. So yeah, I'm not gonna risk it. I'm just gonna take my pickup up there. Oh, and I renewed my handgun license. You know how easy it is to renew your concealed carry permit in Texas? Boom, I pressed a button, put in a credit card number, and there you go. They're going to mail it to me. You know, you got to check a couple of things like, no, I've not been arrested, or I haven't been in an insane asylum, or have voices, or, you know, you got to answer a couple of questions. But it's legal in Texas to carry open or concealed. You don't need a permit anymore. I get a permit because I go to other states where in order to carry a concealed, you have to have a concealed carry permit. Just Louisiana is a perfect example. All our doctors are in Louisiana, and Charlie and I both carry concealed. And, you know, you got to have a permit. All right, enough talking. I'm gonna go get that hinge. I'll be right back. It's here, it's here, it's here. I just got my, the little pea shooter I just got another 23 rounder. So between this and the two 23 rounders that come with it and stay on board, with this, one in the chamber and 2 other magazines loaded, that's 70 rounds. So please don't do that. Handy, that you don't got to carry with you in your pocket or in magazine holders or anything like that. Well, I just seen where all the smoke is coming from, and there's an apartment complex back here that had a tree fall, and they cut the tree mostly and they're burning the stump. It smells pretty good. It smells like bacon or barbecue. All right, they had what I needed right there. Although it's not, he thought he had a 4-footer, but it was actually a 3-footer, but that's just fine. 3 foot's plenty. That will just give me 6 inches on either end. That's not going to be supported, but 3 foot's more than enough. Well, I've been sitting here thinking how I want to. Do I want to screw the hinge to the face of this and then the top of the board that's going to be against the house? Or do I want to just go straight across? I don't know. And it's a little later in the afternoon, and I don't want to feel rushed. I got a couple of things I want to do. That I want to take a hammer and knock the edges all around. I want to knock them where they're aimed down, where when the water runs off, you know, they don't run up under the water. I want to run a bead of silicone along the seam in the middle. The where's the board that okay, it's still on the table saw. I want to paint that board with a couple of coats of paint because it's going to be against my house, and I won't be able to do it when it's against my house. I want to paint it so it doesn't rot, you know. So I think I'm going to stop today. And besides, we've been sitting here just enjoying the day. So I think I'll upload this video. This will be a 2-parter. And it's just been a kind of a lazy afternoon. We went and looked at a little dog today. I thought we might bring it home, but we have so many things to think about. You know, we are on a fixed income, and the dogs we have, him and Lucy Bell, they are older, and it's gonna, you know, require more vet work, and we're not making any more money. In fact, I'm making less. I'm not selling knives, and my Amazon is not providing me with a whole lot of, you know, extra money. I'm not complaining. And my YouTube income is just barely enough to make that payment, and it won't be long. I mean, every month it's a little less and a little less and a little less. So, you know, to get a third dog is going to take away from the money we would need to take care of the dogs we have. So that's something to really consider. Anyway, we're thinking about it. The little dog we went and looked at is a mini Schnauzer mix. It was a male. It was a nice boy. He's 8 months old. Been outside his whole life. He has no etiquette. He's uncouth. And it would take, you know, training, and anyway, it doesn't matter. If we got the dog, that would be all easy to do. Our, you know, first dog that Charlie and I had, Joe, he was afraid of everything and peed if you moved too quick. He had come from a house where people abused him pretty bad, and it took him about a year to get used to us not hurting him and, you know, not peeing in the house and that kind of stuff. So it might not happen. I think it probably won't happen. And we do have these dogs to think about, and the fact that I'm making fewer and fewer dollars and all my other, you know, extra money. And, you know, it's costing me more and more money to live. I just finally, here's, you know, I got this here, and now it's turned into a gigantic hernia. So now the bags I order for this have to be concave bags, which are really freaking expensive. And they only give me 20. And I like to change my bags every single day, so I got to buy 10, and they're insanely expensive. So there's that to think about. And then, what if we get sick? It's just money that we don't have. And to bring a third dog in, hey, I don't know, it's just going to cut into what couple dollars we do have. So it might not be a good idea. We just may have to live our lives till these two are done on this earth. And hopefully we can stay alive long enough for these dogs to get old and pass on. Lucy's 11, he's 13. I think 16, 17 is reasonable for him. And Lucy, she's a big dog, so 13, 14 is probably reasonable to expect out of her. But she's got arthritis. And, if we have to give her the arthritis medicine, that starts working hard on their kidneys, and that really... our dog Joe, he was on Remedil because he had arthritis so bad in his joints. So it was a trade-off, shorten his life and reduce his pain with Remedil, or let him be in agony and get another couple of years out of him. So we made the choice of putting him on Remedil, and that shortened his life, and it was kidney failure that ultimately we had to put him to sleep over. Anyway, that's enough. Have a good Tuesday, y'all. Yeah, I wanted to add this, that I may have to have surgery. They're going to give me a CAT scan. I mean, with dye, the full Monty CAT scan. The 15th of this month. So, a few more days, another week. And, or, what is today, the 6th? Okay, another 8 or 10 days anyway. And I got a lot of things to do before, if I have to have surgery. It's going to be almost as bad as the surgery I already had. And I still got a lot to do before I die. I got to put this fence up back here. If nothing else, if I don't do nothing else, I got to do that. So that is my next big project. After I finish this roof, I got to go down here, see where that gate is right there. That gate is going to hinge on the other side. Okay, where it's leaned up against that pole right there is where it's going to close. It's going to swing onto that. Actually, it's going to swing out this way, but it's going to hinge on these wooden 4x4s. I got to sink in the ground, put concrete, lag bolt them together, and then I'm going from there down this way with my fence. I got to pull that bent pole up and put a 4x4 there, and then one in the middle. And I still got a lot of work to do before. So my point is, I don't know what's going to happen. Maybe getting another dog isn't a wise move. I may have to go back in the hospital, and we don't want to leave a puppy at home while my wife comes to visit me, because it's not house trained, and the other dogs might do something that they wouldn't do if we were home. And who knows what's going to happen to me. And I don't want to leave her with 3 dogs if the worst should happen. So, all right, I'm going in the house and have some vitamin I. That would be ice cream.